Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I just got back from Florida, and that is the reason that I am doing this video, starting my videos today a little bit late. I was on the road for 3.5, 4 hours, and so and just getting in a position where I can make some videos. I've gotten a lot of good information sent to me. I told everybody I went on a fishing trip yesterday, but I didn't tell you how we did. I believe we caught around 30 fish, some really big redfish. We caught some Spanish mackerel, and I caught a trout as well. And we caught a couple of sharks. We saw a couple of big sharks, but did not. Every time you hook one of those, they end up cutting your line pretty quick. This first piece of information I got from Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29. And he sends me this. Now, I think that right now is a perfect time to do a little bit of reflection. And I think that it's summed up pretty well here. First, this is a tweet from Natalia Karyaneva. She is the CEO of Proppy, which is a blockchain company trying to solve the real estate closing process problem, which is a huge problem in terms of how complicated it is. And they're trying to use blockchain technology to make it simpler and faster. She's tweeting out Michael Arrington's tweet. For those of us still here in crypto, aren't you glad you kept in the game? Just 5 months ago was deepest winner. And then he's got a link to his Arrington Capital website. She says, I can tell you this, if you're still standing, you are stronger for it. You are a veteran of the 2018 crypto disaster. The next time the markets get shaky, you'll handle it like a pro. And you'll tell those around you, this is nothing. I was in crypto in 2018. Well, I personally believe that after what we just went through, you're going to have many ups and downs and downturns and all of that. I believe that 2018, that history will show that to be probably the most severe. Now, the most severe in the next, say, 5 years. I think that at some point we will have a real bubble like you had in the .com. They've called this a bubble, but as I've said many times, we never had more than $850 billion in all of crypto. Can't have a bubble until you're into the many trillions, like back in the .com bubble. And so, yes, when we get to an actual real big bubble, yeah, we'll probably have a slaughterhouse, but you and I that have been here through 2018 and the new people that have shown up, I believe we're going to set new highs. I believe we're going to dwarf the old highs in this next bull run. And when we do that, if you're following a plan and you're not being too greedy in phase one of that plan, then it won't matter that there's a pullback because you will be doing just fine. But it is a good time to do a little bit of reflection. And I wanted to show you the markets today because the markets today we're having a good Sunday, folks. We're back up to 331 billion in the market. And as you can see, I saw earlier Bitcoin had crossed back over 11,000. XRP has now hit 48 cents. It had dropped down, I believe, into the 47 cents range over the last day after the run up a couple of days ago. But now it's back to 48 cents. All great stuff. Okay, let's look at a few things here. First, from XRP James T at XRP James sent me this. Now, for those of you that don't follow it, I have a friend. I have a next door neighbor who is always telling me about how he's investing in all of these different marijuana stocks. Regardless of how you feel about marijuana and all of that thing, out in California, an entire industry is rising up, and it's becoming to be a really big industry. And I believe at some point marijuana will probably be legalized across the United States. And it's a big deal. There's a lot of publicly traded stocks that you can invest in. I'm not telling you any of this to tell you should invest in those things. I'm just showing you this because I wanted to let you know how big this industry is going to be, and now they're accepting digital assets. Now, XRP is not one of them. Maybe we need to contact these guys at EM Stoken and tell them they need to add XRP for payment. But anyway, it says we are getting some amazing feedback on our CBD product and how it's positively affected people. If you're interested, it says we're currently shipping to the U.S. and looking to expand globally, some kind of oil or something like that. But they do now accept digital assets. Next, from Mr. B at XRP Mister, he sent me this. Now, for those of you that don't know who these guys are, this is Thinking Crypto, this is Bitcoin Ben, and this is Rob Cash. These two guys are XRP community guys. This guy is a Litecoin guy and a Bitcoin guy, but he's a really nice guy, and he's been very involved in getting to know members of the XRP community. Well, they did this video. This is from Thinking Crypto. Give him a follow at Thinking Crypto 1, and also go follow him on YouTube. He's got a good YouTube channel, Thinking Crypto. He does a lot of interviews. Well, he videoed himself with Bitcoin Ben, and they've now they've gotten Bitcoin Ben to be invested. He's invested, I think he's got 1,000 XRP right now. He needs to keep building that stack. But that was a funny video. They had a meetup in New Jersey. It was an XRP, I think it was an XRP meetup. It may have been just a general crypto meetup. And then Where's Bob tweets this. Mark is 40, debt-free, $80,000 in the bank, no dependents, hates his job, yet has many options. Bitches daily, he'll never be able to retire. I tell him about XRP weekly. So he puts his money into silver and CDs. He's right, he'll never retire. Don't be a Mark. And I agree, don't be a Mark, but I want to make another point about this right here. This would be probably what your average person is doing, CDs and this type of thing. But I want to talk about the retirement aspect of this. His goal is to retire, like a lot of people. Well, he wants to retire, but the question here is, does he have any pensions? Is he going to be dependent on Social Security? Because this debt that I keep talking about, that the United States and many countries around the world have, at some point somebody is going to be told no, and I believe that they're going to hurt a lot of people that are thinking they're going to have these pensions, and a lot of people who are thinking they're going to have Social Security down the road. Mark my words, a lot of those things will never happen, especially for people like me. I'm 45 years old. There's not one part of me that believes that I'm going to see a dime of Social Security. There are people that get Social Security right now, and they live and they depend on it, and they work. Now, remember what Social Security is. Social Security was a government program that was created with the idea being that you're too stupid to save your own money, and so the government needs to do it for you. And we're going to do it for you, and it's going to be so great, and we're never going to touch it. And then they touched it, and once they touched it, they kept touching it. And now there is no money for Social Security. And so it's one big, talking about a Ponzi scheme. These people have called crypto a Ponzi scheme. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. There will be nothing for many people out there. And I'm here to tell you, I told you in a video yesterday, I believe that the digital assets are going to represent a major shift. Well, take Mark here in this hypothetical here from Where's Bob. Well, I believe that if the Marks of the world put even say 5% into digital assets, I believe that they will be saved from what's coming in the Social Security disappearing and all that. I believe this is that chance, that one chance in a lifetime that you have for returns that have never been seen before. Okay, moving along. Digital asset CPA, I thought this was fascinating. He says, I am analyzing the Ripple and MoneyGram deal. Goldman Sachs is invested in MoneyGram through Series D preferred stock, which is convertible to common shares. You didn't think a deal like this would happen without Goldman Sachs getting a piece, did you? And he's gone to the SEC paperwork and found this. And I'm not going to go into all the details of that, but that is fascinating, but it doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is that when the MoneyGram deal was announced, that knowing that they were invested in it, it surprises me that Goldman Sachs did not come out and say that this was a horrible deal or say something negative about XRP that day, because that would be more in line with the type of things that these big companies like that do. Try to pour cold water on the things to drive any kind of potential investment in XRP or any kind of investment down. That's the kind of thing I think they're known for. Well, next from King Solomon, at XRP_out. Tomia introduces blockchain settlement solution for telecoms. Partners with Azure blockchain, KPMG, and R3. Built on R3's Corda. Wonder what they'll settle with. And this is an article, I'm not going to go into it. He sums things up pretty good. But you can kind of see where this is going. And next from Mike Preston, at Mike Preston CW12, sent me this. This is awesome. From Jordan Fried, I don't know how you say that. We ran this ad in the weekend edition of WSJ Today. It's been their internet for too long. Make it yours. This is a Hedera Hashgraph advertisement. Thank you, Facebook Libra. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Hedera Hashgraph. It's been their internet for too long. Make it yours. Hashtag hello future. That is awesome right there, folks. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that the internet has been Facebook's for too long. Let's make it ours. Thank you for listening.